Hello everyone, hope everyone out there had a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, or whatever you celebrated this time of year. My favorite little fakey, politically correct term lately has been, I hope everyone had a very happy, non-denominational festive time period. But no matter what you celebrate, or if you don't celebrate anything at all, I hope you did well this holiday season. Um, I did quite well myself. I don't normally like doing these. Like, I skipped doing a Christmas haul video last year because, aside from the fact that it's just very small, well, it was very small last year, but I don't feel like, I feel like I'm showing off, and it makes me feel bad. Because I know compared to a lot of people, I get very large Christmases around here, and I don't want to feel like I'm showing off or flaunting it in any way. But when I skip these, I get a lot of hassle about why I skip them. So I guess I have to. I guess I have to do one. I don't know. I don't know. This is probably. I don't know. This is probably the day after Christmas when I post this. I don't think I'm going to post it on Christmas Day because the internet is mostly dead this time of day. You know, this time of year, this particular day specifically, and rightfully so. I mean, you know, if you celebrate the holiday, you should be out with your family right now. There's more important things to do. Or you should be completely drunk on new plastic goodies to play with. I hope everyone got what they were asking for. Um, Before we get to that, just before we officially hit the end of the series, I'm really thrilled with the response the Toycember has gotten. Thank you everyone who's been watching the micro reviews. Thank you for supporting this project that slowly drove me insane this year. As I record this, I don't have the whole thing done yet. The videos are... What I did was I pre-recorded them about 15 episodes at a time. And then, that's for all the on-screen and all of the voiceover stuff. And then the toy shots I did by day. That takes like 10 minutes. So it really wasn't that hard, other than the stress of getting 15 scripts spoken out in a row, which is not easy for me. I'm not a big script guy. I'm positive the cutting room floor of these reviews had more footage on it than actually made it into the reviews. But either way, I'm glad everyone's enjoying it. It was kind of my way, like, doing the holiday thing without attaching it to any specific holiday. I know a lot of people say, well, are you stopping at Christmas? Obviously not, because by the time you've seen this, I've posted the review for the 26th. Let me see, what else was I getting at here? I know, dead air. It's so great. My brain just completely locked up. No, but what was important to me was to do something that everyone could enjoy no matter what. Not tie it as a Christmas special or anything like that. But I figure anything that unites us geeks around this time of year, we're all interested in the little plastic goodies that our friends and family are going to get us. So that seemed appropriate. Will I do it next year? Maybe. It really all depends. The one thing about Toycember is it really burned through a lot of the stuff that it burned through a lot of my little stuff. I don't know whether or not I'm going to do it again next year, just because I don't know if I'm going to have enough stuff to do it next year. But then again, I'm also thinking of doing it sometime in the spring or summer, just because. So, who knows? We'll see. But one way or another, I think you'll see Toycember again. As of this recording, I haven't quite decided what the 31st is going to be. I'm kind of hoping a late Christmas present to myself gets here in time to be the final review. If not, I've got, 4 or 5 backup plans. So, yeah, it's going all the way to the 31st. We're going all the way to the new year. And unless you're on a Mayan calendar that's ended by now, we all celebrate the new year. So, Happy New Year to everybody. Okay, I know. Enough talking stuff. I guess I'll start with what Danielle got me. Danielle, the companion to my doctor. Though never tell her that, because she will disagree with those roles that I have assigned. She knows that I have the Classics Raphael from the little Classics Ninja Turtle line, so she was nice enough to get me the Leonardo, as well as my favorite, the Michelangelo. Pretty, pretty pieces of plastic. Huge, too. These things are always... I'm always surprised at how big these things are. It's just way bigger than I would imagine a Ninja Turtle toy to be. Very cool, very awesome. She also got me Donatello, but apparently that one got sent from somewhere a little bit farther away because it's not here yet. So I will have the whole set of 4, and I don't know. I might for those who are already asking, I may or may not review them. I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm gonna relate a story here too. The other day I was on the phone with my friend Brian. You'll know him from the last vlog where I opened up the GDOs that he sent me. Which, by the way, I know a lot of people kind of picked on it because he sent me something that I already had, and I actually mentioned that. He was well aware, and he actually appreciated that I used it as an example of what not to do, because I don't want people sending me things. You know, I don't want people wasting the money or sacrificing their collection to send me something I already got. He understood that, and he appreciated the example. So, that's the thing. Okay, that Storm Cloud right now is somewhere in a Toys for Tots bin. So, it went to good use. It went to better use than it would to me. So, that's more important. But anyway, talking to Brian, we were talking about that Power Core figure he sent me, and it got us talking about the line in general. And he reminded me of how difficult it was to find Heavy Tread. You know, the last wave new mold they came out with that everyone raved over. Well, at least, you know, the 6-7 people who could actually find the toy. So, yeah, oh man, it just reminded me of how hard that toy was to get. 2 hours later, my friend Dave sent me a box in the mail that the mailman delivered 2 hours later, and delivered a Heavy Tread. Could not believe that, because I hadn't thought about the toy in months, and then you know, the one time it comes up is the day I get. He sent me Undertow too. It was also really cool. He's really cool just to pose. This is a really nice toy, actually. That's what I said. Power Core had such potential and just ruined it. Ugh. I've got a whole video planned for my thoughts on Power Core in general. We'll get to that. That's coming next year. But, you know, these were very awesome toys. Very cool surprises. Yeah, and pointing them at the camera this time, I just now realized there's not a lot of light in front of the camera right now, so I apologize if the shots of the toy are dark. I'll try to keep them back here because none of the others are that small. Okay, let's get into what was actually under the tree this year, and I'll start with the boring stuff. We'll work our way up here. Boring stuff starts with a new external hard drive, a 1 terabyte, because this is something video producers go through a lot of, because there's a lot of videos to back up, a lot of footage to hang on to. These things are invaluable, and I know at some point there's going to be an enormous stack of them. It's somewhere in my room. But for now, a 1 terabyte should do me for the rest of the year. So that's a thoughtful thing. The family really does like to get me stuff that's going to improve my production because they know how important this stuff is to me, and given how the lighting is in my room right now, maybe lamps should have been on my Christmas list. So that's a thoughtful gift, and that's something that'll go to great use at some point. Also something to great use, this from Blue is a Yeti microphone. It's a high quality USB microphone, and it is heavy. My God, this thing weighs a ton. And for those not aware, I do the podcast over at TFW 2005. Every even-numbered episode includes yours truly, under the name Omega's Prime. And they've been kind of barking at me because I'm one of the last ones to really get with it as far as audio quality goes. I'm still in the old headset microphone I've always used. So this is upgrade time. And from here, it's got a little stand with it, but it doesn't really allow much movement. I'm probably going to get one of those armatures to hook onto my desk. So I can move it here and there and pretend like I'm professional. But either way, if you listen to that podcast, the sound quality is about to go through the roof on my end. Also, if you listen to me on wildtalkradio.com, the wrestling podcast I do there, again, better quality. I'll actually sound like I'm doing an actual podcast. Not just talking over a Burger King speaker. So, yeah, little upgrades here and there. That's great. And who knows, I might, this allows me to do other things I can't normally do because my microphone quality is not good enough. Voice control, dub-overs for riffing or Let's Plays. I've toyed with that idea. Toyed with it, and not much beyond that. People are going to ask me to do a Let's Play now. I'm not. I've seen how much those work, how much work goes into those, and I know Red Supre, so I'm not gonna give them any material. So let's see what else we got here. Oh, the One Deluxe the family managed to find, Decepticon Brawl from the Generations line. This is actually really hard. My family, depending on who does the shopping, can't quite tell the difference between Transformer toy lines, Generations, Prime, even though I mark it in the list. Transformers Prime, white package. Transformers Generations, red package. So there's always a little bit of confusion. I think there's like 3 Transformer things that have to go back to the store because I've already got them. Which is an option they always give me. The receipts are there; they're available. There's no hiding the price. I know exactly how much everything costs. But still, cool. For those wondering what my thoughts are, I already own the San Diego Comic-Con version of Bruticus. I own the G2 version, and yeah, still kind of want the retail. I know there's a lot of disappointments to them, I know there's a lot of limitations, but I actually really like the toys. They're fun to fiddle with, and I like the engineering better than I do on the Prime toys. Just because, they're more solid. They're more what I expect. They use, like, the vehicle mode parts to form the robot mode, and they look better. Oh, yeah, well. Long story short, I gotta hunt the other 4 down now, so I can have my 3 Bruticuses. Brutici? I don't know. Moving up the scale, you have the Weaponizer Bumblebee. No one spoil what this toy is like, because I actually kind of have a lot of hope for this. I have the Prime Weaponizer, and I actually really, really dig the Optimus Weaponizer. My only grievance was there was a lot of kibble caused by the Weaponizer gimmick, the flip-out cannons, which is an awesome gimmick to watch, but it does kind of spoil some of the elements of the toy. Is it a huge backpack, for instance? This one's kind of got the same thing going on. It's got the flip-out cannons and all that, but it's better designed to handle something like that, so I actually have some hope that this will turn out a little bit better. Who knows? I'm kind of eager to find out. And he just looks like he actually looks like the Bumblebee from the show, which is more than I can say for the deluxe it's out. Moving on, another Transformer Prime purchase. The Optimus Maximus for the Cyberverse line. I don't know what's going to happen with this one. I honestly don't. Because I know its articulation is limited, its transformation is laughable, and it's a big skeletal mess of metal and plastic. We'll see. I get the feeling this might be Plastic Addict bound. I don't know. It depends on how well it plays. This is one of those toys where you have to use that imagination thing, and some adult collectors aren't very good at that. So we'll see. At the very least, it should look cool, loaded up with Cyberverse toys. So that I like. So, Optimus Maximus, going over there. To the games. we're playing Last of the Wii catch-up here. So there's 2 games for the Wii that I was meaning to pick up but never did. First one being No More Heroes 2. You know, produced by some tokusatsu fans. There's a lot of little toku cliches in this and a lot of the tropes. So I've been wanting to play it. So, you know, as long as the Wii's on its way out, might as well pick up all the last of the ones that I'm missing. Which brings me to Skyward Sword. I'm an enormous Legend of Zelda fan. I don't care that the games never progress and that they're always just kind of the same routine. I can trust them to be good games because of it. You know, unlike a Final Fantasy game that's going to reinvent itself with every one, and I never know what's going to be inside the packaging. Well, actually, these days I do know. It's usually crap. But the point being, this is one of my favorite franchises. I just picked up the Figma based on the Link in this game. Thrilled to actually have it. I'm usually really bad at getting Zelda games. This is actually kind of a new... It's actually kind of a... Compared to when I normally get Zelda games, like, I think I only got Twilight Princess last year. And I actually played... I played and beat Twilight Princess as a rental. I didn't actually own it until last year. Thank you, Michelle, by the way, if you're watching this. You're not, but there it is. Let's see, what else? We're coming down to the wire now. Like, there's the usual things, you know, the cards with money from my grandmother and my aunt, and little things from friends and fans. One thing about, you know, like my friend Sean sent me Sonic 4 Episode 2 over Steam, because I didn't want to play Episode 1 until I had Episode 2, and I know Episode 2 is kind of a mess, but I wanted both games. I wanted both before I started. But still. I'm rambling now. The one thing about having, you know, between sales and donations, I've got a lot of fans that know my address now, so I never know what's going to come in the mail. I never know what's going to come over the Steam account this time of year. So it's all, this time of year has become a really special surprise for me, just to see, you know, what rolls in, because I never know when it's going to be. So, that is that. One more thing. Oh, one more thing. One more. I know, you saw my back. Not a very long shirt. The Wii U. I'm gonna say this right now. I don't label myself a Nintendo fanboy, but I do agree with a lot of the things they do. I'm kind of tired of using a controller. I'm tired of using the same PlayStation controller that I've used since the mid-90s. I'm not a big third and first-person shooter guy, so the 360 doesn't do a lot for me. Nor do I trust it for how easily it broke down for so long. So, and anything I could have gotten on the PS3, I get on my computer just as easily. So, none of the big consoles really impressed me or did anything for me. Like, if all you do is just make the graphics prettier, that's just not enough anymore. You know, because honestly, I think the graphics got as good as they really need to be. You know, like, there's nothing, I don't enjoy a game anymore just because, you know, the characters I'm shooting in Call of Duty look more realistic. I kind of don't want them to look more realistic. Not that I've actually played Call of Duty, not my type of game. If I'm playing a shooting game, it's something over the top. You know, your Borderlands, your Left 4 Dead, that type of thing. So, long story short, I like that Nintendo provides different ways of playing a game. Yes, it means a lot of shovelware and a lot of crap games, but the gems are oh so good. And oh my god, and there's so many games that have such clever ways of using the Wii's motion controls and pointing functions and all that. And I'm really looking forward to this. All the advantages of a Wii and a DS in the same system, plus a few new tricks. Yeah, this has me excited. It's the deluxe version, so Nintendo Land is in there. I've heard great things about that. Along with the the prerequisite that you get when you get a Wii U for Christmas or whenever you buy it. New Super Mario Bros. U. Gotta have the Mario game. Which is looking fun. Love the Mario games. Really looking forward to this one. Didn't go for the Zombie U, which seems to be the other default game to get with the Wii U. Got the Assassin's Creed 3 instead. Because I want to play a hardcore gamer game on the Wii. Which should be pretty cool. I don't know, I really like the look of that game, so that's for me. And of course, Transformers Prime the game. And this was awesome to find out that it's actually supposed to be pretty decent. A decent Transformers game, and it's a launch title for the console I want. I don't go wrong. I just don't go wrong. So the Mario is going to be the first thing I pop in. This is going to be the second. So, ton of new games for that. Really digging this so far. Loving it. Loving it. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. It has been forever since I had the new system. Like, I used to get the new system every year. You know, like, that used to be my Christmas tradition. What's the new console? Put that on the list. There it is on the 25th. Didn't do that for the Wii. Didn't even do that for the PS2. Or maybe the PS2 was the last one I did that for. Can't remember. I think the last ones I did it for were the N64 and the Dreamcast. Those I specifically remember. I think all the others are kind of trailing behind. Yeah, and the Wii. Jeez, I think the Wii was out for a couple of years before I bought one myself. This is the first time I've had a brand new console. Absolutely brand new. I cannot wait to dig into this. Apparently I can because I've been talking to you guys this long. Because I love you guys. And I want to thank everyone for the Christmas wishes. I want to thank everyone for following Toycember and supporting it, spreading the word about my videos, and generally sticking with me through what's been a rocky 2012. We've had a lot of ups and downs, and some of the downs we all know about, even if we didn't all hear about. ShadowCon sucked! Anyway, 2013 should be good. I'm looking to do a lot more than I have been doing. You know, the microphone's here. I'm probably going to get some upgrades on the computer installed and try and push things the way I haven't been able to push them before. You know, kind of go back to what I intended to do, which was do the things in a toy review that people don't normally do. So, no matter what you're celebrating this time of year, be it Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, the fact that it's Tuesday, Yaxmas, I hope everyone had a good holiday, hope everyone has a good new year, and I will see you guys in 2013, where hopefully the Mayans won't predict our Armageddon, and we can all enjoy some toys together once more. I will see you then.